Good evening, guys. It is 8:20 or so at night and pitch black out. I am definitely looking forward to spring. But something really cool arrived today that I want to share with you guys. So many of you know the term or have heard the term new old stock. Also can be abbreviated as NOS if you see something for sale. So this is a big deal in the tool world, in the car world, airplanes, and any kind of collectible. I'm going to refer to us as fandoms. I wonder if two people come after me for referring to it as fandoms. But I was able to get two new old stock items. They're parts. And the interesting thing in vices and in cars and many other things is that sometimes the parts in something can be worth more than buying the same thing whole. The logic is odd on this, but people are often searching for a part for something they already have versus the entirety of a thing. So I was able to get two new old stock Starrett Vise bases. And now this is a big deal, especially since one of them is the 5-inch base. Here, let me show you guys. So here we have the 5-inch base and the 4-inch base. So they're upside down. Give me a moment here. Let's flip these guys over. So look at this paint. This is the original paint. There's practically no rust on here. I wish they had come in the box, and I wish they had the lockdown and the center bolt. Now I have the center bolt for the 5-inch. Yeah, fits perfectly. Needs a little grease, but no. And then again, look at the paint. This is all the original, untouched. This was never used paint. So these vices, so these fit the Starrett 924 and 925. They might also fit the 924.5 and 925.5. They will also fit the 324 and 325. The difference between the 925 and the 325 is the 325 was the combination jaws with the pipe jaws. So Starrett sold these vices with the swivel base and without. Looking at the various catalogs, it was anywhere from an extra $10 to an extra $40 or so with the base, and these bases were then sold separately. It does not, now I got this with it, which I actually think this is for a Wilton. Notice there's no kerning here, and if you look in here, you should, hopefully you can see, I'm not sure if the camera's picking up, but there is ridging for the piece similar to this to come up, lock into place, and hold it down, and of course it doesn't have these swivel locks. But these parts could actually be worth more than I have paid for my Starrett 923 or 923.5. I'm thinking I might end up actually trading one of these bases with someone for the other vice for it. I might sell them, I might trade them both for something else, but these are pretty valuable because they're rare, and especially because they are essentially untouched with the all original paint. There's a little bit that's worn off here. They'd be worth even more with the boxes. There is a gentleman out there. Hi, Rob, if you're watching. But there's a gentleman out there who actually has a number of Starretts literally new in box. The boxes are a little beat up, but that's what you expect for, 50, 60, 80 years of sitting. But he actually has some literal brand new ones, and there are other new old stock or essentially new old stock, almost never used. One of the ones I have in the garage looks like it was actually never used or very, very, very lightly used as well. Just some exposure to the elements where some rust set in. So I'm really excited about these, and I think these are really cool. And that's a little bit about new old stock. Good night.